Welcome back with one more session. This is BITSAT Prime Time with Masterclass Space, and today it is going to be a very inspirational discussion because we are going to share our success stories and we are going to discuss about the students' feedback and how they scored, how they improved from session 1 to session 2. In session 1, their scores were very low, but in session 1, it was very high, and they got their desired campus, their desired field. So it will be all around that one. But before we proceed, very short information. If you want shortcut tips, tricks, strategies, you can join our BITSAT crash course along with the test series that we are talking and we are going to start. So without delay, let's begin with, by the way, we have two experts, Atul Verma from IIT Delhi and Aditya Shankar from BITS Pilani. So let's begin. First question, Atul, for you. What have been some inspiring stories of our BITSAT test series?
Sure. Thank you, Hassan. Thank you for asking this question. So, I will say pretty much every year since the inception of, say, two sessions for BITSAT, we have been receiving some of the, I would say, best differences in session one versus session two, which eventually become inspiring stories for, say, students of next year. Like if we see on an average, we have seen a good 60, 70, even 80 marks improvement between session 1 score and session 2 score. There have been numerous examples, but two very, I would say, good experiences have been. One I remember clearly has been with Vignesh, who was at a decent score in session 1, around 230, and improved by 100 plus points in session 2. So that is one story which is in there my mind. And secondly, there was Spandan, who got like below 100 marks in session 1, but went up to like close to 350 in session 2. So like huge jump, more than 250 points increased in his two sessions. So there have been students who through their persistence, hard work, by not just getting low after session one, by identifying their mistakes, by following what is being shared by experts, are able to improve significantly. And these are a couple of stories like right in my mind.
Good, good. Very insightful, but we are going to carry the same story. So, Aditya, for you, can you explain whatever Atul has said in detail?
Hello, my dear friends. I hope you all are gearing up for BITSAT session 2. So I took interview of this student Vignesh specifically, and I found many insights from his, the way he prepared and how he overcame the fear that now it's gone. I mean, after getting low score in the session 1, and I believe everyone should see his score and his 1 to 1.5 or at least 2 minutes of interview which I took. So rather than I explain better, you can listen him directly. So I'm going to share my screen and also the sound, and you can listen himself. You can see his score, my dear friend. First of all, Vignesh KS, and his final score is 334. Session 1 scored 228, and session 2 score is 334. That's that's 106 point in a boost, and it's not a small amount. If you see 228, at 228 you are not going to get anything, and at 334 this person right now is in Pendani, and he's pursuing computer science engineering. So you can now let's listen to what Vignesh says in his own words rather than I explain. Listen to him.
Keep doing PYQs and we'll keep doing PYQs. Maybe do a test once in 2-3 days. And that's how I went into first attempt. And the one thing which just like in first attempt, I just lost my control. Like I'm like, oh no, I'm scared. I don't know this question. What am I going to do? And I'd say that's because I didn't have any test practice. So what I decided to do in second attempt is buy a better test series, buy more tests, write more tests. So when I saw Masterclass Space, I think there's an option with 30 tests and which includes 10 bonus. So I thought, right, I will take Masterclass Space, and I decided to do a test every day, pretty much every day. So I think that's one thing. That's one thing why I chose Masterclass Space, and one reason to take this test series.
So how relevant the test series was for you? How similar the question, the level of the questions was for you?
I felt it was almost on par with BITS, maybe a bit easier.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, almost on par with BITSAT.
Some people don't bit easier, some people some are saying bit tougher. I don't know what to choose finally. Never mind. So I do understand that. So what marks you are getting in our test series?
I'd say initially in the test series, I think it was either between 260 to 280, something like that,
Mhm.
when just after my first attempt. Then towards the end of the test series, like towards the end, like very close to BIT's second attempt, I think I was in 300 plus, maybe just maybe like 310, 320, like that.
Basically, it doesn't make the test series so easy. It is on at par with Rian Bitside. In fact, little tougher because now you got in the Rian Bitside you got 334. So 310 to 334. Had it
Yeah.
been easier, you would have got like you were getting 350, 360 in our test series and then lowering down to 334. I get it. So one thing.
Now I believe now I stop this. So I believe that you guys got basically what I wanted to say in 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 his own words. Vignesh said everything basically. Initially, he didn't take the test series. He was doing some random, pre-download PYQs, which are all over internet, and they are promising PYQ. I want to tell you, students, this PYQ concept in reality doesn't exist. There is, if someone says they have done PYQ, they are memory based questions because BitSat doesn't come up with their test papers. They do not disclose test papers at all. So if you are blindly trusting the PYQs, don't do that. We are also asking our students, and we make memory based questions. So rather take a test series and start practicing them every day. Now you have 1 month exactly right now in hand. And if your scores are like even in 180, 190, 200, you can improve by more than 100 points. That's very, very much feasible. So keep doing test, keep doing analysis. What Vignesh has said, I don't have to repeat what he said. You can go and watch the interview. It's already there on our website and it's on YouTube. We are also going to put the link of the interview in the description below. In this video, you can check out the complete complete testimonial and a complete interview given by Vignesh. You can understand each and everything. So I believe there is a huge chance, and you don't have to lose hopes. You can do a lot.
Good, good. So that's called inspirational story. So we are carrying forward the same information. Atul, what were the keys to success in session two?
Sorry, Hassan, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I said, what were the keys to success for improvement in session two? What the key
Okay.
roles were played by?
Definitely, definitely. Thank you. And that is very important question because what happens at this point is that students are like literally exhausted with the performance, not just say performance, even the preparation. Like they have been doing from good 2 or 3 years, and it is like very near to culmination now, but the pressure has all been mounting up. So to be in a very balanced state of mind when someday you are getting your 12th class mark, someday you are getting your BITSAT 1 score, someday you are getting your JEE main score. So it's that you have to be very, very focused if you want to improve. I'll share one small anecdote here. So, when I was in JEE coaching, I happened to be a mentor of student who scored 360 out of 360 in JEE main, and he got like uh, the top rank. And what I observed in his preparation style was it didn't matter whether today draft answer key of JEE Main was released, whether there is a discussion going on that session 2 on 15th April is easy and 16th April is hard, whether there is so much distraction on social media about how normalization should work or not. The only focus that person was having is that how I can improve from my performance in previous test. And that is what actually matters. It is not something that you think over for 2 weeks, 2 months, and suddenly you improve on the day of exam. No, it doesn't happen that way. How it happen is how you improve daily and gradually, how it starts reflecting in your mock test, in your analysis, and eventual aim is to replicate that in the real exam. So friends, if you can do that, that is the key for improvement.
Good. So, yes, that's called the positive feedback for the students who are going to appear in session 2. Now that they're going to take final questions. So, Aditya, the final question is, what are the parts of our test series that help a lot to score improvement, especially analysis, types of questions, or sectional test, or like that?
Well, my dear friends, now since it's going to be second attempt, if you are taking our test series, you see initially we make few tests easy. Deliberately we make it so that your confidence gets boosted, right? That is very important, because if you start doing a test from 1 to 5 and you start getting low mark, your confidence will go down. So these are like 1 to 10 tests. Generally we call them confidence booster. It's a beginner test. Okay. Many of the students, they tell us that okay, they were getting very high mark in those tests, and in session 1 they got less mark. You don't have to get demoralized and say that okay, the test series doesn't help. They are confidence booster. If we give you very tough and you are getting like 120, 130 marks, and what's the point of doing that? So it has been made intentionally to the level increases slowly, up like from 1 to 10, little easy level, from 11 to 20, moderate, and then 21 to 30, tough level. And of course, the topic wise tests, they are quite challenging. So I would say if you really want something challenging, see from 21 to 30, do those tests, and also do the topic wise test. Then you will understand what is called challenge. But if you get less mark in those, don't get demoralized. After doing the test, go to analysis, perform analysis, make error log, and write your weaker areas where you are doing mistakes or where you are taking more time. Go and revise those topics. Once again, come back next day, give the test, do analysis, and repeat the same process. So this package of 30 tests is something which is going to be very helpful for you. If you are taking just beginner series up to 10, that is meant for session 1 to enhance your confidence. So try to understand what I'm saying. That's some of the parents that they told us that the series is at par of BITSAT. That's the reality. That's why our students and we are able to produce so many toppers. You just follow what we are saying, and I can tell you 100% that's going to work.
Good. So people, I hope you enjoyed the information, and of course it will encourage you to improve your score. So in short, if you want to take or have the experience of test series, you can visit our website www.masterclassspace.com. And if you are seeking any shortcuts, tips, tricks, and strategies, then you can join our crash course that is held every day at 6 p.m. So this is all for today, people. Have a good time.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, everyone. I take